Alright, today's what it's gonna be a bit different. I haven't done a My Hero and Dragon Ball for a while now, so I might as well give it another shot. This is where Deku was Gohan's reincarnation and the Ultimate Saiyan, or the God Saiyan. Let's start. At least 17 to 18 years before Izuku Midoriya was born. Izuku Midoriya, a very much college, just came out of high school. And the beginning of her college life would be exciting. A new chapter of her life would be right in front of her. This moment, what can be worse than anything like that? She thought that this was going to be the greatest. Hey, what can she say? With her and Sashi, she's thinking of settling down together and having their own family. This might go well. But the week before, Inko goes to college. Sashi's dropped the bombshell by Sashi that they can't see each other anymore, which pissed the woman off. She's been singing for almost 7 years, right? 7 years since middle school. Now they can't see each other. Almost 10 years. This is bullshit. The woman would be shocked. And Sashi would say that eventually he will come back, but just to wait on him. So, those Go and Sashi would go their separate ways. A few months in college was alright, I guess. With her so-called love gone, what's she supposed to do now? As she would walk down the streets, having groceries in hand, making her way back to her dorm. College dorms. Hey, her mother and father probably call her on a daily basis, but, it's kind of hard to keep in contact with them. Inko would continue to walk down as immediately she's grabbed and pulled into an alleyway. The woman would drop to the ground as long as her groceries would fall to one side. Seeing that none of her groceries are messed up or broken or any shattered sounds of breaking, turning to see the people who have brought her here, seeing that they're crooks, thieves, and villains. And these crooks have pretty strong quirks. Stronger quirk than her telekinesis quirk, way stronger. She'd be terrified of her mind. And very much, the look in their eyes of just lust would scare her. A lot of the population in the world of heroes and in the common area get raped. And it's a pretty sad thing. And not everyone has rich families that can easily just deal with it. You could be shivering, terrifying out of her mind as the men would look to each other as they would smile, as they would start to gang up on her and try to tear her clothes off. She started to freak out, start to scream out. One put their hand on her mouth, saying, "Shh, no, sweetheart. We need you to stay quiet. Once you get this nice, good prize, that's when you will start screaming." as you scream out my name. Oh, that'll be nice to hear. Just let me get in the right position. Immediately, the man's flown back. The other guy, what the fuck? I'm knocked out. Another one would be hit. The woman would realize, would wonder what's going on as she would turn as she shadow over her as seeing a man. He looks like he's in his 20s, his early 20s, as the man will look like he has a halo on his head, as he has a serious face on his face. Look, as he would say, leave. Very much scramming out of there. The man would drop his position as turning and looking as you say, oh, you okay? As the man would reach out a hand, the woman would grab it and taking it. They lifted up as realizing how much definition was on the arm. Only a lot of sculpting on the man's arm. Only can you see this much muscle was at least the top 50 heroes, especially top 10, Endeavor and All Might. And their sculpting arms. Holy shit, this guy's arms is jacked. And his whole body, which you see through his chest, his upper biceps are also jacked. You can only imagine the rest of his body. As he's wearing an orange and blue type of clothing, whatever he's wearing, the man smiles, say, sorry, I get it. It's kind of, freaky, but it's alright. Hi, I'm Goku. As the man will smile. You go wonder, Goku? You don't have a surname? What's a surname? The woman realizes that this man, or young adult, is pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie. She was, your surname is basically your full name. Like mine is Inca Midoriya. Oh. Do you not have a surname? I just go by Goku. But my grandpa called me Son Goku, so I guess that's my surname? The woman would sweat drop, seeing how the man's his idiotsness would completely, he'd just be stupid, but in a cute way. This was just funny to see the guy, just someone as strong as him, completely act so dumb. Huh. As Goku would say, so, you seem like you were in trouble, so I just had to help. Smiling as Inko noticed, what's your quirk? Is it an angel type of quirk? Goku would look up as seeing the halo on his head. Oh. Goku would say, kind of hard to explain. Inko would say, I am all ears. Goku would say, as he gets like a nervous smile. Well, as she picks up her groceries, I'll have to say thank you again for saving me from being raped. No problem. Yeah, was raped. I guess what turns to his idiotness as saying, maybe next time if I ever do see you again. You want me to walk you home? Be surprised that he knows about walking a woman home. So you know how to walk a woman home, but you don't know your surname. As he shrugs. This, as the two would walk, this was a beginning of a relationship that bloomed. Afterwards, this relationship bloomed like a needle in a haystack. It grew and grew and grew. A month went, a week, days, month, a whole year has passed. After 1 year, they decided to date each other. And very much, which after 2 years, Goku decided to marry her. Or more likely, it was Inko who married him. Because Goku was still too stupid. Inko has introduced him to her mother and father, along with her family, her friends, and everyone that she knew. Completely showing to her friends, Mitsuki and Rei, along with Saru. Goku was a cheerful guy, and not that long, things were going quite well. Well, after long, Mitsuki was found to be pregnant with Masaru's child. And Goku was happy for her, along with hearing about Rei's little problem. She already had at least 2 children? So, yeah. Not long. But Goku realized something needed to be told. So, well, he told Inko everything about his life and his past. And for that, and how he needs to. For that, we gotta go for flashback. After the end of Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super. The end of Dragon Ball, to be honest. Everyone be living a peaceful afterlife. Things are going well. Everyone seems like they're okay. Everyone seems like they're perfectly fine and alright with the thing that they did. Vegeta is satisfied and now know that his strength is going to be part of the strongest Saiyan in history. Trunks is at least getting to his level of his father's strength. And Goten's trying to get to that level along with everyone else. Chi-Chi and Bulma are satisfied, along with many other things. Goku's talking to Bardock as life would be pretty nice. Meeting his real mother and father was, I guess, a good thing. But there's one little problem. Frieza. Frieza was still alive. He was locked away to be forgotten in the vast deeps of space. Eventually, the Saiyans are running out, and the Saiyans are dying, and back to being, well, almost a known urban legend. And that's a problem, because if Frieza very much will escape eventually, he is going to, well, try to control the universe again. And very much, the God destruction are going on a early type of move, like a long type of sleep at break. So Zeno has made it the thing before, well, as Zeno would call him Goku. Goku would arrive and say, you need something, Zeno? As Zeno would say, his child as much as usual, Goku. Because of, well, the bad Frieza, we need to keep an eye on him. With you and, well, the other scenes gone, there's no one really to keep an eye on him. So, that's why we decided I'm gonna bring you back to life. Huh? Everyone's shocked hearing this, that there's Grand Zeno's gonna bring Goku back to life. Vegeta would say, Grand Zeno, why bring Kakarot back to life? Zeno would say, guess with Frieza and maybe some other threats in the future. Earth's gonna need its warriors, right? We can't have Earth's mightiest warriors go down. That's just bad taste. So, might as well. Zeno says, we're gonna give you an extra life. About 10 to 30 years. 20 to 30 years. You'll still have all your powers and abilities. And also, all your transformations. Super Saiyan 1 to 4. Along with all the God transformations along with it. And all things too. Goku will nod as, so they want me to live my life and probably fight Frieza again? Well, it's gonna be a long time. We're not gonna really expect you to fight Frieza. Cause, well, we need to pass it down to the next generation. Oh, so you want me to get another Saiyan? Chi says, they want you to have another child later on, she says angrily. Seeing that Goku didn't get what they were talking about. Oh, scratching his head. So that's what they want. Zeno will say, yep. As immediately, we'll tell you the time that you'll go. Okay, Goku says. But in this, one person would be dissatisfied. Felt like they didn't really do anything for Earth. Not enough for it. That would be Gohan. Ever since, well, Boo. Cell and Boo. Gohan felt that he was just a second rate. He liked his life, how he lived it. It just felt a bit nagging, you know? Every time a threat popped up when there was peace, he was never prepared for it. And every time when he got to that level of power that he actually got there, he was always overcome. Gohan didn't want that. And those people on lives on Earth are still living their lives. But yet, he failed. There were so many times that he failed to protect Earth. Or Vegeta, Trunks, future Trunks, present Trunks, Goten, Piccolo. Even Vegeta and Gogeta came in. 2 fusions. And even Frieza, to be honest, just came in and saved the Earth and the universe. He kind of felt like that was basically even then experiencing other universes, especially Khalifa and Kale and Kaba. Seeing how those 3 sayings are powerful on their own, and yet they were once below his level. But now they're higher than him, stronger than him. It kind of felt disappointment, and his only moment of chance was when Cell Max came around. And that he still kind of almost failed to protect the Earth. Gohan felt dissatisfied with his life. He was always caught off guard, but he wanted to change that. Maybe walking up as saying, Grand Zeno? Is it okay I can be, reincarnated into, when my father goes into Earth again? Everyone would be shocked hearing this from Gohan. As Chi would say, Gohan, what are you doing? Ever since I was a child, I always messed up in things. And the very day I was introduced to fighting, I was just a burden. The only times I actually felt like I was doing something was going against Vegeta, Frieza, especially Cell. Remembering the moments of the Cell games, as ever remember those moments of Gohan's life, that was the most difficult for the boy to go through. Goku remembered the bad memories, almost losing his eldest to the bio-android monster. Goku would tell his son, Gohan, you don't need to do this. I do. I need to. I always was caught off guard every time. Every time a threat came about, I was always slacking off. I slacked off my training, I got weak, I got soft. That's why, in the end, most of the time, when I was around, and I was the only one that could actually protect Earth from it being destroyed, I technically failed. Vegeta was right. Every time I fight, I represent the Saiyans and their pride. But every time I do it, I fail. I fail on keeping my family and friends safe long enough. I always find myself in the same situations. And I always fail to do the right thing, become stronger at the right time. I'm just in this endless loop. Then in the end, someone else just has to save me, like Vegeta, even Frieza. It's hard to believe. Looking at the Zeno as I want another chance in life. I want to feel like I'm useful again as I was before. Before I slacked. I need another chance. Just please. Zeno would think about it as now thinking about it. Most of Gohan's feats were actually pretty impressive. So he had the potential. He just never used it. Bears would say, Lord Zeno, I think he's right. To all I heard about the kid, he does have massive potential. He just never truly did anything with it. I think this could be a good experience for the boy. Zeno would turn as saying, alright. And Zeno would say, are you sure you want this, son Gohan? Gohan would nod and say, okay. When it comes to that day, when that day finally arrives, be prepared. Because that'll be the last time you ever see your family. Again. Nodding as Gohan would walk away. As everyone would leave. Immediately, Chi would say, what the hell were you doing? What was that? Aren't you satisfied with your life? I'm sorry, Mom. I'm not satisfied with my life. I don't feel satisfied. Mom, every time I was in danger, someone else always saved me. If it wasn't someone else saving me, it was me slacking off. You died, Mom. Once. If I just continued training during the 7 years and actually did as I was supposed to, maybe things would be a little bit different. Dad would be in the afterlife, resting in peace. Vegeta would have became a Majin, would have been not called Majin. He would have been satisfied. Things would have been different. There'd probably be still the same problems, but just less than this. I slacked. I messed up. And I didn't do one thing that I said I would promise I would. Everyone would be confused what he meant. Immediately, Piccolo realized what Gohan meant. 16's promise that you said that you would give to him. 16 told I remember 16's words like it was yesterday. He told me to protect the life he loved. But as he started to violently shiver, every time I failed. Boo, failed. Lord Beerus failed. Cell failed. Even with Cell Max, I technically failed. How many times did the evil dragons failed? How many times have I failed? A lot. I broke 16's promise. And Cell was right. I didn't have it in me enough to actually do it. I was just some little brat that tried to be hero. I think this is the best way for me. I want another shot where I can actually uphold 16's dreams to protect the life, protect Earth. That's what he gave me. That's what the last thing he said to me. This time I'm not going to fail. I promise that I won't. Gohan would fly off, leaving the others. Chi-Chi would say, I didn't know 16's words had that much meaning to him. Piccolo would say, the boy felt responsible for his death until now. And now I think about it, it still dawns upon his life. Those are the worst moments of Gohan's life, I have to admit. Piccolo turned to Goku. The worst moments of his life that you caused. The reason why he's like this is because of you, Goku. And let's carry the burden that your son's having turmoil within him. He's not feeling that he's at peace. Just know that. As Piccolo fly off going after his student, Goku would now think about it. To be honest, Piccolo's right. Everything that's ever happened to Gohan was somehow affected by him. Raditz? Him. Raditz wanted him to come along with him. Frieza. Technically the Dragon Balls, but Vegeta in the end, but that was still all him. So, Gohan was stronger than him, but Yeah, but it was shocking to see Gohan lock that power again. Lock that power, but I did almost kill him in the process. Guess he hasn't fully forgiven himself. Goku would sigh and say, as Scratcher said, it's a bit complicated. Vegeta, scoff, of course. Anything that runs through your brain, Kakarot just goes one ear and out the other. Hey, that's not true. Chi-Chi would turn towards him, looking at him. Okay, maybe it's a bit true. The day came. As they would arrived, Vegeta walked up to Goku as Vegeta would say Kakarot, as his palm would glow with a dark energy, with blackish purplish energy. This is the power of Kai. You mean alter ego? Vegeta would nod. I want you to take this and pass it down to the next elite warrior. This carries out the Saiyan pride. The pride of our race. The Saiyans. I want you to uphold it. And when that child is born, make sure he knows about his Saiyan roots. Because I don't want a bubbling buffoon like you to forget that. I won't. As the blackish destruction energy would go inside Goku's body. Hang on a second. Grand Zeno, if Vegeta's Kai energy can be passed down, does that mean my alternate instincts can be passed down? Very much as I don't say, yeah, but it's never been really tried before. Zeno would shrug. Goku would now think about it as... So how will this work? Well, it's simple. Zeno would snap as Gohan would glow, disappearing as into energy, into particles as going inside of Goku. Chi-Chi would be surprised, saying, where did he became... Now he's back to sperm cells again. Zeno says that everyone would be shocked as Chi-Chi would sigh, oh God. As Chi-Chi would say, when Gohan's reborn, make sure he gets his studying in. Yeah, Chi-Chi. I mean it, Goku. As an aura starts to appear around the woman, as the dark aura, Goku would shiver, saying, yeah, untenable. Bye. As Zeno would teleport Goku away. He's gonna be deaf for all of us. As reappearing on Earth about 8 to 9 years, and the body of a 9-year-old. Goku will look at his hands, says, am I a child again? For the third time. Second time was already bad enough. And I had to, me and Vegeta had to fight Omega Shinron. That was an okay experience, but this is party pooper. Flashback end. And go, I'm glad you told me all of this, Goku. You're not mad? No. I knew you had something to tell me. You told me eventually. I wasn't mad. But when Izuku is born, we'll make sure he still is as smart as he used to be. And he will be strong enough to take on future threats. But whatever he wants to be is still his choice. Yeah, right. Wherever he wants to be. Let's say 9 months later. What? You want me to talk about the fact that, well, what can I really say? You probably already know what they did. What's the point? Like I say, Goku really filled ink up with that Kamehameha. In the end, Zuko was born. The green still have his long green hair with black outlines, and things should be going good. Things will be fine with Dandy. The green eye will be a happy boy for the first 4 years of his life. But eventually, Goku had returned back to the other world. And Goku told her where to meet him and to see him again. And that was Kami's lookout. When that time came. And he told her not to make sure Zuko looked at the moon. Inko remembered the information as giving him the okay as Goku would disappear before Zuko's second birthday. 2 years later, a 4-year-old Zuko walked running down the hall as opened the door. As he reached up onto his mother's bed as saying, Mom, 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 it's time to get up. It's that day. The green-haired woman and was still as she's turning it. Zuko. Just a bit more minutes. The boy's eyes were narrow as 4 more minutes. But turning towards the clock, it's 6:30. You sleep in more. You can't sleep in longer. Please. Sighing. Fine. I'll go to the quirk doctor. You just get ready. Will do. As Zuko would jump off the bed, running to the other side. Until getting up as well. Going to the door. The woman would dye her hair at a point around Zuko's 3rd birthday. This was an option that Zuko gave her. He made her dye it black, with having shades of green in it, with it now just being gray with black with green streaks in her hair now. The woman would look at it, seeing that her green hair is pretty much now just streaks within the black locks. Looking at it as sighing. Izuku, who would have gotten ready as being in his favorite outfit, in his all my outfit. Zuko would look at his mother as Inko would say, no. Huh? Giving him a look as she would kind of be more like Chi-Chi's attitude. No. Just no. But Mom, no. Zuko, you can't go in your all my costume. That's for the indoors. Get something more formal. Zuko would go through his room again as going through some other clothes, finding blue pants with an orange, with a All Might shirt saying Detroit Smash. That's good enough. Picking the boy up and taking him. The woman would say, for a child, Zuko, you are very, very much spoiled. I'm not spoiled. I don't think I am. From the age of 3, she would have made his studying very intense, like his past life, Izuku's past life. That still stayed the same, no matter what. Dropping him down as Izuku would, Izuku would drop to the correct doctor as finally they would arrive. And this was the area. This is interesting. As they would finally arrive, they would all be prepared. Izuku would be waiting as just jumping up and down as they would quickly take them in. And the shock of the lifetime would pop in. Izuku was Quirkless. This would make the boy stop, and this will shock him to his core. He was Quirkless, no quirk. He can't become the #1 hero. Very much, this was, annoying. After her being Quirkless, they go take him home and seeing her child, change. His whole demeanor was just different from that joyful bundle of joy for this morning. Not just being a husk of himself. Izuku would, start to write down things. That's watching this his favorite anime video. Inko will look through the door, through the crack of the door, seeing her voice crying as him watching the video. Sighing as closing the door, as thinking it's about time that, he know the truth about everything. He's old enough to know, or maybe one more year. No, he needs to know. On his 5th birthday, his 5th birthday. That's when he will know. Deciding to tell him on his 5th birthday. 1 year had passed. Izuku's hell was light. His life was hell. Everyone would bully him. Koski would turn on him. Now, I guess Koski having an explosion quirk was now better than him. This annoyed Izuku because Koski and him were like brothers, but now they're just not. And on Izuku's 5th birthday, waking up, the boy would just walk in and go seeing his mother in weird type of clothing, in a blue and orange and blue gi. "Mom, what are you wearing?" the boy says and questioned. "Sit down." As she would sit in the lowest position, as Izuku would follow her, doing the same thing. As he would say, "What are you wearing?" "Izuku, it's about time I told you the truth." "The truth?" "Yeah. And it's alright, you don't have to hide it." "Hide what?" Izuku says. She'll point to, you have a tail wrapped around your waist. Or you're hiding it. What I'm thinking right now. Izuku was surprised, saying, "How did you?" And Izuku will pull out the tail. "Why did you not tell me, Izuku?" "When did it come out?" "My 3rd birthday." "I thought you would freak out by seeing it." "It didn't seem like a quirk, but until I realized it wasn't my quirk, I decided to hide it." "You go outside. It's more powerful than a quirk than any type of quirk." Izuku will question his mother, saying, "What do you mean?" "You need to learn everything But for that, you need to learn everything about you and about your bloodline. When it's bloodline, I mean grandpa and grandma. Yes, but about your father's side of the bloodline. Dad? But isn't he on Grove? He married to Sashi. Eventually, yes, Izuku remarried, got back with Sashi. She was Sai saying, yes. Sashi's not your biological father. What do you mean? Your biological father is Son Goku. The boy was scratching his head. Is that a hero? Chuckling kind of, as she would, pull out a photo as giving the boy the photo, looking to see the man, how his large, spiky black hair would poke out from everywhere, from the very almost the tip of his head to the very side of his head. Hey, his hair's like yours. Yours is just wild and crazy, but eventually it'll grow up like that eventually. That's my father? Izuku relates to the clothes that he was wearing as the same, and this is your father's gi. And I'm wearing it for now. As Izuku would say, so, who was he? Well, you know that manga called Dragon Ball, right? You mean Son Goku from Dragon Ball Z? Zuko started to put the dots together. I thought that was just a manga. Inkle's one of her eyebrows would lift as Izuku say, I'm not the son of Son Goku, the strongest Saiyan in the universe. Izuku, the only reason why that manga even exists is because your father. He told events and wrote it out after he made it public, which is very much the best story around. All those events happened in real life, in the past. Besides his whiteness and shock, my father is Son Goku? Mm-hmm. But then how did you meet him? He was married. Well, he was reincarnated by Grand Zeno. Zeno actually exists? Along with Beerus and Choppa? Yep. Wait. Then I'm his fourth child. His third child. Why am I the third child? The last born. You're not his last born, Izuku. What do you mean? You're his firstborn, my son. But Gohan's his firstborn. Izuku, your original name was Gohan. You are Gohan. Huh? You don't remember, you don't have your memories back. I'm Gohan? You don't have your memories back. They were erased. Or put them back in your mind. I'm not sure when you'll get them back or if you ever will. But yes, your memories were erased. This is awesome. Wait, so if I'm a Saiyan, I can't look at the full moon then? Yes, no looking at the full moon at all. Right. From this day, your old training starts now. Training? You have to uplift your father's mantle as the strongest warrior in the universe. Am I right? There's many threats out there, like Frieza. Yep, he's still alive. So we're gonna need you and the power of the Saiyans back on Earth. So there's gonna have to be, help. Izuku would smile as saying, alright, I'll read a manga more often and train. I also have another gift for you. As Inko will say, come outside. Now, just sit here and watch as she will say, flying nimbus. As Izuku would be confused, as something goes in the clouds, something will pop up as me flying down. An golden orange and goldish cloud will appear. The flying nimbus? Yep. The flying nimbus. A cloud, very magical cloud that, well, was your father's. Only those with pure of heart can ride it. Izuku would touch the cloud as he would get on it. Izuku would say, I can get on it. Of course, you're a pure-hearted boy, Izuku. You have nothing else to do is be a hero and save others. That's all your dream was. Inko would say, you're gonna train and make sure, but you're gonna keep up with your studies. Got it? Izuku would nod as saying, good. Your father in the manga, your father's the secretary of the manga, along with all of the people you know. Take them with hard heart and practice on them every day. So what's the first one you want me to learn? I want you to learn how to fly at least. Inko says, Mom, can you fly? Your father taught me how to fly and how to use ki. Gohan and Miyazuki smile as said, okay. And the first key attack you're gonna be learning is our family one. The Kamehameha. Tackle flying first, then learn the Kamehameha. Got it? Izuku would nod as saying, what deal? Smiling as, well, his long life training will begin. He will become the #1 hero. And he'll uphold his father. He has a promise to hold. I don't know where the promise came from, but it just felt right. Someone's counting on me. I won't fail them. Not again. It would be about 2 years later. Izuku would at least got down flying. Flying was easy enough. Flying at least at the speed of sound as a regular Z fighter. Izuku was learning. Could he use a lot of techniques. Izuku could do the Kamehameha, the Spirit Bomb, Disruptor Disc, Spirit Sword, Key Sword. He could do Special Beam Cannon. He can do he can do the Tri-Beam and a lot of techniques. His strongest is at least the Kamehameha. And he's at least got the Gallant Gun down to a point. He's trying to work on the Final Flash and the Big Bang Attack, Those are two he's still working on. He got the Big Bang Attack pretty much done in the last 2 weeks. The Final Flash is a bit harder to learn. Gathering all that energy, storing it up. Practice on the Dagobah Beach as he'll charge his golden curls will just curve around him as cuffing his hand in the front as Izuku's Final Flash. The small yellowish beam would go through many piles of trash, melting them, piercing them in half, going through them and melting them. But not being strong enough like how Vegeta did, nor how Gohan did in the past. whenever they use their beam attacks to completely obliterate opponents. Thing is, Zuki can use the Kaioken technique. The thing is, he just can't go past Kaioken times 2. That's a bit more stressful on his body. He needs that for a last resort, along with the Spirit Bomb technique. Izuku would stretch out his legs and he would continue the practice. The 7-year-old would continue to train. Time would go on. 7. 1 year. The 8-year-old. 9. At 9 years of age. Izuku would have been training on Deku Beach once more, clearing out the beach under 2 years. He's a small boy, so it's going to take him a while. Clear out the trash, knocking things down, just training and relaxing, feeling the flex of movements, breathing out and sighing. The green hair, his green hair would just pretty much disappeared. Because once his Saiyan genes kicked in, well, things became pretty much easier. Already at the time of Gohan's strength, before he went into the hyperbolic time chamber, Izuku would have nearly been at the level during Gohan's hyperbolic time chamber at the brink level of hitting Super Saiyan. Izuku's at the level. As he would go through his life, seeing how everyone was still bullying him just because he's weak. Memories of just not getting there, trying to uphold his family. The stress would get to him. The young boy will imagine losing everyone. Mom, Kachan. And imagine the whole world dead and one person there. Frieza, Cell, whoever. And as Zuku's opened his eyes, the black upsetting eyes would change to amethyst. Teal amethyst as his hair would spike. It would have been at least just a Gohan with a ponytail as transforming the golden type of flames would cover the boy's body as a pillar of golden energy was spiraling through the air, disappearing. And the place was Izuku, a Super Saiyan, finally unlocking this power of the legendary Super Saiyan form. As cutting the power, looking down at his hands, seeing the golden surging of energy so flowing through his body, looking into the reflection, seeing his golden hair. I'm a Super Saiyan. This is awesome. Jumping into the air, jumping up and down, smiling. But now thinking about it, his hair has been a bit untamed. Izuku would decide, might as well get a haircut. Going back to base as running back home. Izuku would ask his mom to have a haircut and go. Who would decide that? Nah, just think about it. Izuku's hair got pretty wild. So she cut it down a bit. Similar to Gohan's exact same haircut that Gohan had during the Cell games. As averaging it, the boy would, well, smile seeing his hair, touching it smiling, thank Mom, as he would go off this, study. 1 year would go by. The 10-year-old boy would be pretty satisfied with his life. He just went to Super Saiyan. Things are going well. He's already at master level Super Saiyan. What can go wrong in life? He feels like he's doing pretty well. Stopping as turning towards, the sound, looking around. The green ant. Feeling a signature, his mom taught him how to sense ki. It wasn't that hard. Instantly realizing as putting 2 fingers on his head, locking onto the key, and instruction towards it. The boy would learn instruction from the manga. It wasn't that hard, actually. Arriving as you find yourself on a familiar place that you've only seen in one place. Trees, still on platforms. This is the lookout. Kami's lookout. Holy crap. Looking around as this is what I'm going to say. So you finally arrived. Turning to see your Dende? Then Megan would smile. Hi, Gohan, or Izuku. You know who I am. Both of me? We used to be friends. We still technically are still friends. But I guess I'm kind of a stranger to you now. No. We're friends once before. We're still friends now, no matter what. Smiling is, I guess it's good to see you. But I felt a surge of energy. What's going on? Then they would say, well, the thing is, the Dragon Ball's been acting weird. Izuku would not be surprised. His mother would have told him about the Dragon Balls a long time ago, of them existing. She would have gave him the location of, Kami's lookout. Kami had Dende had the Dragon Balls along with Dragon Radar to find them. So, it's pretty obvious what he's gonna do. Izuku would say, so, where are they? Follow me. As Dende would bring him inside. As seen the 7 mystical orbs, they're glowing as they'll glow brighter and brighter. These are Izuku's. That's getting pretty bright. Yeah, it is. As the light will die down, to the eyes will widen in shock. No way.